Hello my friends, I wanted to make a video. I feel like this is like a meme out there, but it's like the idea that a woman will go for like the bad boy type that's kind of like a sleaze, that treats her poorly, or is like kind of a jerk, and she'll choose that, and she'll kind of basically, I mean, I'm just trying to go with the attitude and the vibe of these memes, but she'll basically spread her legs for the baddie, and then like for the good guy that treats her well, she'll be like clammed up, doesn't want anything to do with them. So it's kind of, so for me, I wanted to kind of jump into this and like what my thoughts on this concept. I think for me, this content would resonate with a group of men that feel like, hey, I have worth. I have a certain amount of worth as a man. I want to treat a woman right, and they're just too stupid to kind of understand. It's like this disgust with this perceived feminine nature to run away from run away from what you feel that you're providing, stability and all this kind of stuff. And to me, I think that meme is, I don't want to say dangerous, that's really stupid. I just feel like it's deceptive, and it's not something that's ringing true for me. I think that women might be attracted physically to more dangerous type guys that are more confident and are good looking and strong and are not intimidated by them. So inherently, if a man is strong and confident and not intimidated by the woman, and he is intimidating from a sexual prowess perspective, where she's, wow, this guy's strong, he could really rock my world, versus the guy that is an accountant that, sorry for any accountants out there, that's a little bit safer, that's not built, and that maybe is more gentle and not gonna be aggressive in bed in a positive way. Then yeah, there's going to be a big discrepancy in terms of raw attraction to that, right? But I think if, I don't want to off the cuff try to make a rock solid analogy, because there's probably going to be tons of holes in it. But if you're pressed, I would say, what are guys going to be more attracted to? Some woman that's just like very extremely sultry and extremely flirty and extremely, physically attractive, or is it going to be somebody that's a woman that's a lot more like safer in the same sense? So I think women could also have something to be words to be said about that, and in terms of that's not fair and that's kind of bullshit, right? So for me, I think this kind of meme and kind of like looking at this, and it's effectively mocking women. And the purpose of this channel, I'm really big on empowering men. I feel that our world often just empowers women, and we expect it all to work out, and we don't have any sort of study or deep analysis on what's happening to men and the diminishing and disappearing of masculinity. People just aren't on the level, and I feel like our society is just careening forward, and it's just like, yeah, we don't need masculinity, that's old. And it's absolutely feel completely the contrary. But the masculinity piece is exactly what I want to apply to this situation. Look, if you're sitting there thinking, oh, what, women, they're so stupid, they make these decisions and they're not attracted to me. That is such a weak, I mean, if you really think about it, we need to challenge ourselves as men. That is such a weak position to take. They're not attracted to me, and they make poor decisions, and if they only saw my value, like, just listen to ourselves, right? I saw that meme, I laughed at it, right? It's got the meme where this basically tatted up prisoner looking dude is like making this woman make all these wild faces, driving her crazy, and then this other guy's just making her yawn. I get it. It's like, yeah, it's frustrating, but at the same time, real men aren't just going to sit there and pout. And that, to me, is what that meme kind of represents. Real men are going to stand up and say, I'm not a victim, and I'm going to go out there and I'm going to become the man that I want to be. And I'm not going to look for a woman to validate my masculinity. I am going to go out there and I'm going to decide what my values are. I'm going to decide what I want out of my life, and I'm going to pursue those things. And I don't need a woman to validate that I'm a man by, have this attraction piece and this the amount of frequency and the promiscuity that I'm attaining is going to somehow validate me as a man. No, you are going to define what you want in your life, and you're going to go after that. You define who you are as a man. You define the values that make you. And in doing that, you ultimately will likely be much more attractive to women. Women will look at this guy, say, hey, this guy's not needing me necessarily. He's not simping on me. He's not feeling like, he deserves my attention in some way that isn't earned. He's attractive. He's strong. He's confident. And oh, by the way, he has respect for women. He wants to treat me well. When guys, that's another side piece I want to talk about, another tangent rather. Guys have a misperception about the idea of being nice. If you want to treat a woman well, for me, with my wife, I want to treat my wife like a queen, but she treats me like a king. And that's a big difference. If you want to treat a woman like a queen, but you're not expecting to be treated like a king back, then yeah, you're just simping for that woman. And she's not going to be attracted to that. She's not going to respect that. And she's going to move on to the other guy. And that's where so many guys in our society, they don't get the equation. They just don't understand it. If you can't just give somebody, give, and expect them to respect you. It doesn't work like that. You have to have self-respect. You have to love yourself. You have to assign value to yourself. And then beyond that, that's when it comes from other people. If you're self-serving and the typical nice guy is putting in all these covert contracts, right? Oh, well, I went on my way on Valentine's Day for you. I bought you the flowers. I put the petals all over the bed. I did the candle thing, and well, I deserve sex at this point, right? And it's like, that's not how. A lot of times nice guys are very transactional. I give this to you, so you need to give this to me. And that's not how a functional, healthy relationship works. And women don't respond to a sense of entitlement and transaction. Women respond to men that are genuinely caring for them. And that is a very difficult thing. And it's not really shown in our society, because a lot of times when it's shown, guys are just simping. Guys are just, or they're be made to show as like some sort of ally for women and just put themselves out, and there's not any real masculinity about it. It's just like, we don't know what masculinity looks like anymore. For me, again, masculinity, define who you are as a man, define your sense of values, what drives you. I say this all the time. I want to treat people with love and respect and kindness. I believe in those values. When people try to shake me, if people insult me, it doesn't hit me like it used to, because I know what I'm about. So I am my own rock. I don't need a female partner to tell me that I'm a good man, because when we search for validation through women for ourselves as men, it doesn't work. So anyways, getting back to this meme that I'm talking about, I think we use humor as a way to mock, and it's a very parody, and political cartoons or memes is a very biting, and it just speaks volumes, right? Because it's so slicing right to the heart of the matter, right? These chicks like these type of men, how stupid are they? Look at me over here, I got all this value, and they don't see it. And then you're nudging elbows with all the other guys that feel like you. Again, my assertion on that particularly, I think joking about the genders, joking about the sexes in fair play and good good faith is good. We should have a sense of we should be secure enough to be able to joke about ourselves and to joke with each other. But to me, that is just kind of like part of like a, hey, let's all demean women and let's all kind of categorize women as totally stupid. And I just don't think it's productive. I think I'm an advocate for men going out there into the real world and actually getting women. And to do that, we don't sit there and mock women. That's not helpful to you. That's not helpful to them. It's not helpful to anybody in the situation. If you want to go out there and get a woman, you figure out, well, what do women like? Well, I'm telling you, women really like it when a man is confident, has strength, has ambition, knows himself, and he knows what he has to offer and what he's willing to offer. And he doesn't play games, and he knows exactly what he wants to get in a relationship with a woman. And he's not dicking around. He's honest, he's transparent, he's straightforward. So for me, these things have been keys to my success. I feel that I have a very happy marriage. What I advocate for is men being strong, men being men being, having the courage to stand on their beliefs and have successful relationships with women and be equal and respecting the relationships, not simping and not putting the woman on a pedestal, and having a relationship that goes until you're in your old age. I think that's for me, that's what I'm trying to do. So I hope that resonates with some people. I really appreciate you guys watching. Thanks so much. Bye.